Um, there was a company, a drug company, that got impersonated on Twitter. I think it was on Friday, and they lost a shit ton of money, like a shit ton of money, because somebody was fake tweeting them. Well, putting out fake tweets under their name or impersonating them to put out fake tweets.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahara, and I know you might be like, Muda, come on, more Twitter? Really? Why are you talking about this so much? Ladies and gentlemen, the grim reality is, what we're about to talk about is a level of trolling that not even 4chan Biz or 4chan itself could ever achieve.
This dude spent $8 and literally cost a company probably millions to billions of dollars. I would say probably in the millions. But this is literally what the problem with this $8 shit is. And he's going to explain it. But, like, bro, it is probably one of the funniest things I've seen on the internet in a while.
This is the level of trolling only given to us by the midlife crisis of the richest man in the world. So obviously, to recap, as you all know, Twitter's verification is kind of like a big landmine to get into. Apparently, there's like original check marks, Twitter Blue's been taken away. There's like official badges.
Yeah, now there's 3 tiers on Twitter. There's you are regular and you have no badge. There's the verified badge that you pay for, or that you got because you were already a public figure, so you already had a badge. Or 3, you have the badge, the verification, like the check mark, with official underneath, which is labeling you as the official account with like whatever company or person you are, to label so that if you do have some type of impersonator, people could distinguish you from that person. So saying, let's say you're LeBron James and somebody wants to pay $8 and act like they're you, it's going to say official in your shit so that everybody knows this is the official LeBron James, Twitter. But see, this is the problem with giving just random people the access to be verified, because even still, it can bite you in the fucking ass.
Nobody actually knows the story, okay? They're doing literally live testing on the main server. And we're all just kind of here vibing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the last couple days, Elon Musk opened the floodgates for anybody in the world to have a check mark. Now, of course, anybody who's anybody logical could tell you, hey, if you give anybody a check mark for $8 on one of the largest social media sites in the world, chances are there's going to be a lot of trolls who pay $8. Okay, $8 is not a crazy amount of money if you can successfully troll, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, number one here is old...
and this is 100% the most... I'm going to say thought out, but this is the most effective troll I've seen in a very long time.
Nintendo of America. Now, if you look at this really carefully, you can see that in the actual handle, it's very noticeable, like NLN10 doofus, or Nintendo of Us. Now, of course, you can see what's really important is they've got that the blue check mark. Now, they've got a lot of likes, a lot of retweets, a lot of comments, but of course, Mario is flipping the old bird there. Now, being a family-friendly company known as Nintendo, they would never actually allow this. But of course, you got it over here, ladies and gentlemen. Since then, this account, I believe, has been removed. Nintendo has been verified.
Like, I think it was the other day, somebody tweeted, I brought up LeBron James, and I know why I brought up LeBron James. Somebody tweeted out and acted like they were LeBron James, and they said, oh, I am requesting a trade from the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you for the opportunity. Some crazy shit like that. And bro, I'm like, yo, this is exactly what people were saying about you act with this impersonation bullshit. You made it easier for people to impersonate just because they look at the fucking verification. They're not looking at necessarily that name. Unless it's some crazy outlandish shit happening on the account. People are like, did this person get hacked? Or like, they're asking all the questions before they say, is it a parody account?
As official. They've got like multiple verifications, and it's one of those things where if you ever wonder why brands leave Twitter, they get mad at the fact that people can impersonate them. This is one of them. I'm sure Nintendo was not too happy. But of course, I'm just looking from the sidelines. Look, I'm just laughing at the situation. Okay? I'm a fat Indian guy on the internet. If I find something like this, I'm gonna laugh. Now, the next big stage in this was actually impersonating the President of the United States.
Wait, they got Joe Biden?
Now this handle makes a lot of sense, but if you look at President Biden here, I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now.
Yeah, who did that?
Now, of course, given the fact that this was a checkmark account over here, I'm sure somebody might have fallen that old President Biden might have been actually stroking himself off. But of course, then you move on to George W. Bush, who tweets under the gaming category, "I miss killing Iraqis."
With the gaming category.
Obviously referencing to a tumultuous war led by President George Bush Jr. at the time. Of course, at this point throughout the day, Twitter themselves was like, to combat impersonation, we've added an official label to some accounts. Again, I want to reiterate, what is the point of a verification system?
Bro, I'm telling you, I didn't get to talk about it because it's not that I forgot, but I didn't know it was getting this bad. All I remember was, all I saw was a 2. The drug company, which I know he's going to talk about, because there's other than like the trolling is like the minuscule part. This is like the funnies. But when it gets to, I'm 100% know he's going to talk about that drug company. But that LeBron James shit was like the start of when I started to see people starting to like really get the trolling with the parody accounts and like push the envelope. Because people don't mind losing $8 just to be viral for a fucking moment.
If you still need to have the official tag on actual verified accounts. Really seems like nobody thought this shit through. It seems like Elon wanted to make a quick little buck, and the idea didn't actually come across logical at the end of the day. Look, I'm just here laughing at the situation. I'm sure we all can agree this verification system is just a little bit absurd. Listen, if the point was to make sure everyone was equal and all the journalists didn't have the crazy blue coveted checkmark, the official one just becomes a new checkmark. All it has been is a way for you to sell a checkmark, a goddamn profile picture badge, to the most self-conscious people on the internet. Again, like I say, if you buy the blue checkmark, I mean, it's pretty sad, but hey, congratulations. I guess you just wanted longer videos, right? Am I right? Now, of course, one of the best ones is when you had...
Bro, not Pope Francis.
Pope speaking with Martin Luther, and then other popes as well, too. For instance, you've got Pope Francis. As the apostle tells us in 2 Corinthians 11:14, the wicked may pose as the righteous and lay snares to trap the unwary. Social media has worsened this phenomenon. Our blessed store is the only authorized source for indulgences at $8 a month, link in bio. Then, of course, Martin Luther comes in. I got 95 theses, but this shit ain't it, chief. Then Pope John Paul I comes, interesting that none of you are talking about how I was murdered by the mafia and... Oh, Google Gladio and open your third eye. My brothers in Christ, this is seemingly, and so's the sin of scandal. Please stop. Bitches, get the fuck out. I'm in France, popping bottles and champagne, getting litty with the weedy and loving every minute. Oh. Of course, you gotta add the hashtag crypto to it, because that's how you just know it's the real goddamn Pope. You know, the ability to have the badge, and like, you know, the ability to also create a handle that kind of like, you know...
Alright, if you click on the badge, it lets you know the person paid or like whatever, but still, like, you are expecting just everybody to go and do their due diligence. It's the fucking internet. There's only a certain amount of people that are gonna, like, you know, actually do the due diligence. Some people are gonna take it as, you know, fucking joke, satire, whatever you want to call it. But then there's gonna be people that think this shit is fucking real, and that's where shit gets dangerous.
Sort of fool somebody. Like, obviously I can read that's pontiflex, but if I was drunk and on the toilet like I usually am when I'm on Twitter, I might believe this is the real Pope. Until I see the emojis and obviously the popping bottles. That might make me question a few things. Of course, you got BP Global.
BPD's nuts.
Obviously a little more on the nose, if you will, with BPD's nuts. Just because we killed the planet doesn't mean we can't miss it. And of course, obviously, it's a verified BP account. Then you've got Lockheed Martini. All right, Lockheed Martin, as you all know, is one of the largest defense contractors in the world. Will begin halting all weapon sales to Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the United States until further investigation into their records of human rights abuses.
That's a really good one.
God damn, I love the internet, dude. This is trolling. And then, of course...
Yo, imagine this all one dude. or just like a huge inside joke. Like all these people just paid to do this.
For those of you, ladies and gentlemen, I found this one last night. Roblox_US, obviously not the real Roblox account. Don't be fooled by the tick. We're adding sex to Roblox. Again, Roblox is a game intended for children. Okay, there is no sex to be there in Roblox, nor does the company ever going to add sexual intercourse to they're not going to add a hot coffee mod, okay? Rockstar Games couldn't do it. You think Roblox can get away with it? Get out of here. Now, the reason why I want to make this video is the
hot coffee
ultimate
mod
feat of trolling was actually achieved, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for those of you who don't know, one tweet that got made by Eli Lilly and Co. Now, obviously, this is not Eli Lilly and Co., as you can see with the two L's in this situation. Now, Eli Lilly and Company was given that blue check mark, and they wrote, all right, the imposter here, wrote, "We are excited to announce..."
This is what I was talking about, yeah. This shit went fucking viral. No, like, viral movie. Bow.
Insulin is free now. Now, the reason I'm making this video is what we're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, is something that, again, like I said in the beginning, not even 4chan Biz could actually do, okay? If you look at the stock price for Eli Lilly, shortly after, a few hours after they made this tweet, dog, they had $7 billion roughly in stock price, completely shaved.
Yeah, it was so, yo, bro, that, I think it's worse, it was down $22 a fucking share. Do y'all understand how much money they just fucking lost because of one tweet that they didn't even put out? Like, bro, that's fucking crazy. It's up. The last time I checked, it was today, but it's after hours because it's the weekend. It was up $1.40. So that means people are, getting back into it. They're buying it because it was a lower price, blah, blah, blah. But, bro, the fucking damage that shit caused is fucking hilarious.
Ow! God damn! It took $8 to wipe billions off her share price because of one tweet. Now, obviously, we can talk about insulin prices and all that.
That was almost... Oh my god, that was probably the best $8 investment somebody could have ever made. Bro. Oh my god. I've never seen some shit like this, ever.
I just wanted to go with the sheer absurdity of what impersonation could actually do to a real business. Now, of course, they're kind of recovering over here. I think people realize that insulin is not free in the United States, nor is this company going to go down that route, because that would mean they would not be making as much money as they currently are. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we laughed at some of the joke accounts, but when you've got one of the larger pharmaceutical companies that end up actually being hurt in this situation because of an imposter account that literally, again, might I remind you of the absurdity of the situation. Some troll...
I don't feel bad because personally, I don't feel bad for them because you're charging absorbent amounts for fucking insulin in the first place. I understand you're a company and your job is to make profits, but I don't agree with companies making fucking profits off medicine that is supposed to save people's lives. And has been around for fucking decades and also is very cheap to make, but you have like a crazy markup on it. So yeah, personally, I do not feel bad at all. I understand, oh my god, company lost money, blah, blah. I'm not gonna sit here and defend fucking billionaires and people and millionaires that get fucking bonuses off the backs of dying people. No, I don't feel bad at all. I mean, I do feel, the only people I feel bad for are the people that looked at that tweet and thought, oh shit, I'm about to be able to get free insulin, or insulin prices are gonna drop. Like, I feel bad for those people. Those people I feel bad for. The company itself, I don't give a damn.
Sat down, spent $8 on Twitter Blue, impersonated a medical company, literally said one of their chief products was free, and caused pandemonium in the next few hours, absolutely hurting this company by billions of dollars. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not something easy to do. That is a level of trolling that I can absolutely respect on the entire platform. I'm not saying that you should do it. Impersonation is wrong. That is against many rules in terms of services. But that is something that I am from the...
I agree. That's you should. I do not condone it at all. I do not recommend that you go and do that. I do not recommend that you go and spend the $8 to go do it. But it was funny.
Sidelines can honestly tell you, I do not feel ashamed laughing at it, okay? Honestly, I don't even feel
Me
ashamed
either.
laughing when a pharmaceutical company is actually getting some slaps on the wrist. Simple as that. When they're getting a little bit of trolling done to them with how they troll the rest of the world, can't say that I feel any sort of like sorry for it. Now, it's really wild as Elon Musk is kind of actually harming his other various brands as well too. Like last I checked, Tesla itself is actually having a lot of money pulled out of it. Like I think he was flooding like $4 billion worth of shares out into.
Yeah, he added more stock to the pile for Tesla, if that's how you would say it. He made 4 billion more shares available, some crazy shit like that, so that he can get more money um, towards Twitter, and the investors are worried that his investment in Twitter is going to affect all his other brands, and it could eventually hurt. Tesla. It could have hurt SpaceX. It could hurt whatever the other one is. Was it board? Some I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, they're worried that his fucking irrational decisions and fucking just whatever, everything that he just got going on Twitter is just gonna fuck everything else. So people are starting to pull out of the stock, or maybe they're driving the stock down but like hopefully they're thinking that like, oh, it's gonna go back up because it's Elon. So some people are genuinely worried, saying that this man doesn't know what he's doing, and he is not gonna fuck my money over. So I'm gonna get out when I can. That's some people. That's not everybody though.
To the market, simply because obviously the Twitter deal is coming through, and he had to basically trade that Tesla stock for basically keeping Twitter, sort of up there. He made remarks during an all-hands meeting that he hosted in part to motivate Twitter employees who remain after sweeping layoffs to work hard. Musk let off about half the employees following the acquisition of the company.
Excuse me.
To finance his portion of that take-private deal, last week Musk sold $4 billion worth of Tesla stock, according to filings. Musk
Oh yeah, I'm wrong. It wasn't 4 billion shares. It was 4 billion in stock. My bad.
wants Twitter to generate half of its revenue with Twitter Blue subscribers and become less reliant on advertising revenue. Yeah, that's going to require a crap ton million of subscribers, which if you ever look at companies like this, when you look at products like YouTube Premium, or really any premium subscription service to free social media sites, the conversion rate is usually low. Like we're talking like 2 to 3% is what I read as the industry average. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I like to think the best of these situations. Obviously,
Yeah, because when people are already paying subscriptions and bills to other things, when you have something that's already free and you really don't gain something crazy for paying for it, yeah, a lot of people are not gonna pay for it. Like, no ads on Twitter, don't really care about that shit. Longer videos, not, like I said, you're not really offering anything other than that badge. And if you're not gonna use that badge for, self promotion or some type of like, engagement or interaction with your account, then there's really no point in you paying for that either.
I'm not an Elon lover or an Elon hater, to be real with you. I could honestly care less. I'm not part of this man's PR team, nor am I one of the weird for him on the internet who thinks this man is going to take us to the next generation. But to be real with you, I'm going to give Elon Musk the best chance that I can. Obviously, I think that generally, I think he has to be a pretty successful businessman to get to where he is. So I assume maybe this is like a long game that I'm not understanding and many other people aren't. And hopefully, just hopefully, he's got his shit together and maybe he turns Twitter, instead of a festering dumpster pile, into something that's actually usable down the road. All right. But right now, as it stands, the current verification system has led into so many countless impersonations to the point where everybody is getting impersonated. And in some cases, that impersonation is actually harming legitimate companies around the world, which I assume are not going to be too happy with Elon Musk right now.
Yeah, they're definitely going. I'm not gonna say a lawsuit necessarily. Because I don't know law that well, so I can't say whether they these companies can sue for damages. But shit like that, if shit like that continues to happen, I promise you, it's not gonna go well for Elon. Because then you're gonna have all these big fucking companies just get the fuck off the platform and say fuck the free promotion. What's the point of us being here if people are just gonna assume that? Excuse me. Wait. We're saying people are impersonating us saying some dumb shit.
Given the fact that literally misinformation on Twitter is actually causing financial losses in the billions for certain companies. Truly a wild day indeed. I never thought this level of trolling could be so achieved, but I'm here for it, man. Okay, the last 2-3 weeks have been crazy with FTX and Twitter. I'll be real with you, man.
Yo, FTX, that dude lost billions, bro. Billions. He lost it, not the company. He lost billions.
think we live in clown world.
The company
So,
lost
ladies
it
and
too, but
gentlemen,
the
thank you
crypto
very much.
lost it.
If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it.
That shit is crazy. I've never seen some shit like that. Shout out to Mudahar. Thought I would like. And then gonna end